Morning 2. Good morning number 2. You're hiking. July 10th or something. It's hot. Sweet, sexy September stash.
Sorry, we almost died today.
Foggy Bottom Outdoors is brought to you by a 40-hour work week and support from viewers like you. Want some? Want some?
Oh, I'm afraid to.
Huh?
Afraid to drink some coffee. It's gonna be a mad dash to the.
You already got mine out.
You already pooped this morning?
I've been up since 3:30, just laying here listening. I couldn't sleep. Luckily, I fall asleep at 7:30.
Legs are surprisingly not terrible. My back, on the other hand.
Yeah, center of my back.
I don't feel
Yeah.
anything up here.
Really?
It's all
Mine's mostly from sleeping, I think, though.
yeah, I think it's
I kept sliding down. I get up
Me
and
too.
scoot you back up and slide down.
Yeah, but I had this.
Hump.
It was a hump. It wasn't really a rock or anything sharp. It was just like right in my back. So I tried to, like, I got below it and I curled up in a ball and I was all on my side.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely thinking like get like a, I don't know, like a negative 50-degree temperature sleeping bag and a hammock. You ain't got no rocks.
Yeah.
You hear several different ones, or I think it's
I
the same
can't
one.
tell. I mean, one was closer, but they're all down in that bottom. Not necessarily down. I can't tell if it's on the other side. Just somewhere down there.
Where that one was bugling last night.
Huh?
Where that one was bugling last night.
Yeah. Down in that general area. But it was right as I closed my eyes, I heard one. And then every time I'd wake up from the rain, at 3:30 they were really going after it. I think it was non-stop.
Really?
It
How
was
many do you
raining.
think there were?
Like I said, I couldn't tell. It was just, you'd hear bugle,
Yeah.
bugle, some light chuckles.
You can hear cows.
No cows, just light chuckles.
Oh.
Forgot to do a recap of what all happened yesterday. Found a lot of sign. Hiked a lot of steep stuff.
Saw 0 elk.
Taylor saw a big cinnamon bear. Saw grouse.
I go for a cinnamon roll right now.
And then right as we set up camp, we got on the bugles. So now day 2, we go get in the bugles.
Tell them how, when they say take it easy on the first day,
Yeah.
you just go against that. Walk as far as you possibly can.
And then regret it the next
steepest stuff
morning.
you can possibly find.
Yeah.
And if you say you're not going to go over a hill, go over it.
Yeah, don't try to go around. Just go ahead and go over it. Because you're going to end up going over it anyway.
Yeah, you just add another half mile before you actually go over it. Man, my lips was killing me last night when I went to sleep. I was
me
too
too.
tired to like.
I had it in my
Levi
pocket
needs some
too.
Carmex.
My lips hurt real bad.
My lips hurt real bad. I can't sleep.
Game plan prediction today. Oh, you already knocking?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk arrow now.
I'm staying away from this guy. He's just gonna shoot a tree.
Oh, we're doing pre-cut.
Yeah.
He's on one. Here, let me hit that trigger for you.
Still feel good?
Feels pretty good.
Prediction for today? I think it was his nose. Whistling.
I'd say I'm gonna go over here and get on one. 2 elk today.
That'd be nice. Very possible. Giddy up. We've heard him bugle down there. We're waiting on the wind to switch. And I think they're gonna have breakfast. They're gonna quietly have breakfast. I'll cough when I flip the switch.
See 2 tents.
What?
2 wall tents.
Way over there?
Yep. Up on that hillside.
Yep.
Do you see anything on that hillside way over there? That meadow? This one. Maybe 90 seconds. It's on the other side of that. Alright, day 2. So
Basically the same as day 1.
day 1, we took it a little bit easier on day 2. We had the elk below us that morning. We could hear them. We tried slipping down there and
taking it easy and kind of waiting them out. But it seemed like after breakfast, when we were going after them, it seemed like we'd walk into an area and get ready to call, and that was that day that every time we'd go, the wind would be different. We'd get ready and then it'd be blowing different. Then we'd go over the next little draw and then it'd be opposite. And it just kind of screwed us all day. We hiked all the way around that one.
Was that the day we about died?
That's the day we took a long nap and had the rock rolling contest and saw the big bear on the side of the hill like 2 miles away. So that was kind of a slow day, but
Cut.
All right, day 3.
That's when we headed out.
Yeah, well, we climbed up the steep shit and then we headed
Yeah,
out.
that's the day we about died.
Okay. Pro tip, don't forget your call back at camp.
Saying, should we just go up top?
It should flatten out, doesn't it? Once we start getting around it. Huh? Game plan today is to cover as much as we can and just walk and go, walk and go. I don't think we've even hit the shelf yet. We haven't even hit the shelf yet.
We're not even on the shelf yet when you go up.
We just need to keep going around the corner. It's going to be steep for like another 100 yards. Or better. Have a rock rolling contest.
No, because I'm afraid all these will start coming down.
just following the trail.
This way's better.
Which way?
I mean, can you see around that? Or is it just
There's still trail going, yeah. Yeah, and the trees cover the rocks so that you can't see. Hey, we've climbed the side of a mountain. Nobody else can say that.
No need to do efforts now.
Break time?
Probably so. So Kelly said, she's like, don't fall off the side of the mountain. I was like, oh, it's not going to be like that.
Tell her sorry.
Sorry. We almost died today.
You just slid down on the side. Travert.
breakfast?
I don't care, yeah, I'll eat granola.
Whatever you want to do. Celebrate life.
Traversing mountainside.
I got to see some of Chuck's sweet moves though.
I saw you sliding. Did you say you freestyled it over that log? Is that what
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like his legs just I think, hey, if we wouldn't have came down where we did, look
Yeah,
where
look
we
at
would have
what
been
we've
coming
been
down.
I'm pretty sure if we were to look at what we just went down, it'd look pretty similar to that.
I don't know, that's a bluff.
It's a bluff. Yeah. Can't do it sitting down. That was actually for real, wiping sweat.
I'll play outfield cameraman
What's a home run? Over Levi?
over my head.
Give me a good one.
And that's pinecone baseball. You just hit a homer. Now let's go find an elk.
More to come. After we kill an elk. Or see an elk.
See, or here. We gotta be rewarded.
You want a bugle?
Yes.
Just in case, you know, there's one.
Chuck's freestyling.
It's gotta just come to me.
Oh. You don't want to do like a kick? Side kick?
I thought you were going to say TikTok. Like a... Whatever it is.
No, freestyle log jumping.
No, I'll break something.
Probably fall.
Oh, wow. Do a little kick. Heel
He needs to
kick.
focus on just walking.
Keep on hiking. You just ain't found any fresh sun. Ain't heard an elk, ain't seen an elk. First night we heard them bugling everywhere. But I'm gonna give up. Switch areas. But we're gonna keep after it. Hopefully we run into something. I think the consensus is head back to camp, see what Chuck's dad knows. Probably find a new area to go to. So we're getting ready to hike back to camp.
I mean, you have to be freaking flat booking it in this shit to get 10 miles.
The timer is 2 hours. Since
2 hours from water break.
No, from when we was up on that hill bugling.
Alright.
Get a good sling on the believe.
I guess.
Sorry, Chuck, I got that on video.
Huh?
I got that on video.
Did you?
So day 3, as you saw, again, pretty uneventful. Walked around, called a lot. Forgot my call at camp the morning, so we hiked down, and I had to go back up and get it and come back down. So that was a good way to start off the morning. And then we got to going, got to working where we wanted to go. And the maps were off, I guess. We just kept going up this steep shit, going across this
The
steep
maps
shit.
were off.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
We
navigating
learned that
next
Levi
year.
can't read a topographical map or the crap either.
I'm not navigating next year. So yeah, we went across some steep, sketchy stuff, and as you saw, we kind of made a decision to head back to camp. But we ran into a guy that was packing meat. Got to chat with him for a little bit. Kind of gave us some more information, current information, and so we decided to, I think we're going to decide on heading back in there in the morning. Day 4, we are headed back in there. We thought we were going to leave until we got some valuable information that the elk are in the aspens. So instead of leaving and going to a whole new area, we're going to try to get back in there. See what happens.
We do have a possible storm. And we're heading back into somewhere where we swore we'd never go again just yesterday. So,
Oh, hey.
Didn't see there. Yeah, but if we wouldn't have got that information.
yep, we're about to jump units and decided the elk weren't doing what we thought they were.
Now we're going straight into the storm.
Into the eye of the storm.
Got a pretty good water spout.
Yeah.
We just got back here where we were going to end. You know, they're bugling. So we're going to go after them.
Something's bugling. Yeah, might be dead city. Shirt on.
take those reflective glasses off.
Yeah, that too.
How about my big reflective head?
I'm like wearing a beanie. It's 80 freaking degrees outside.
Day 4. So we did what we said we weren't going to do. We hiked back to where the elk were. They were about 8 to 9 miles back where we just kind of came from. We hiked all day to get back there, and we were just going to set up camp and get ready for the next day. We knew we only had about one day to hunt and kill one. Between the time we had to leave and come back home and packing it out, we had about one day. So as soon as we get back there though to set up camp, one fires off a couple hundred yards away and chase was on.
Yeah,
We're
about the
chasing-
time I wanted to rest.
Yeah, and we ended up chasing all the way back down to the mountain, the bottom of the mountain.
Sorry, not blowing up.
But so that happened. We didn't get on him. I think there was another hunter working that area.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it winded us, didn't it? We got out of there. I don't.
Something happened, but the only thing I remember from that day was we were at the base of the mountain and we had to go back up to find a flat spot.
Yeah,
and that,
I was not real happy with you that day.
that sucked.
Chuck can attest to that because I turn around and look at Chuck. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill him.
There's nowhere to find a flat spot on the mountain. So,
And that night, I remember that's probably the coolest night. That was probably the coolest part of the whole trip was sleeping.
Just bugles.
And
we got back up
non-stop
there.
bugling all night. Between the bugling and the Chuck snoring, me and Levi didn't sleep at all.
Those were bugles.
Well, that
totally.
Everything I've heard's been like centralized in that bottom. Kind of where we was last night, just further in.
If we can get down on our level, it doesn't matter if our winds. I mean,
We need to get around them so we can get on the same level.
It's hard to tell how low. On the other side somewhere. Or it could be level with them.
You saw one. I gotta kill one. That's the first elk I've seen ever. And they're big. Carry one out of here. Carry one out of here. To the horse. Well, I definitely shot it. Figure that later. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there in my camp. Yeah, there's probably like a 300 incher getting ready to walk right behind them. I wish I'd put a call in or something. I don't have a rangefinder. Set that strapped to my freaking back. I know they didn't smell us. There's no way in hell they could have smelled it. Morning 5. Already had a cow come by the camp, but they were bugling all night below us, so we should be in them today, hopefully. bugles and snores. So
Yeah, there was only one bull snoring rather loud.
rather loud. Did anybody mark camp?
Like I said, 10 or 11, they kind of, you could tell that the bugles weren't getting any further away, and he was kind of in one spot, so we decided to stop and take a break and let him get settled in. We took a break and
Waited
went
on
in
the
their
wind.
beds, it seemed like, because there was just piss and crap everywhere, and you could just tell it was elky. But we took a lunch break, had some lunch, waited them out. They were above us, still screaming. I think it was about 1 o'clock. We started to make the slip. Try to get around and up above them with the wind in our favor and coming down on them.
We got him bedded down. 100 yards maybe. Wait. Chuck, wait. There's so many rocks. It's hard to. Yeah, try calling. Oh, we just woke up.
right, day 5. As you saw, we got up, had a little encounter with a few cows right in camp, right through our tent.
Oh yeah.
The elk were bugling
You
below
guys
us.
was in your tents, and I'm the only one that's out and about, and guess who almost get a shot at?
So Taylor got to see his first elk, so that was a plus. But we had those bulls bugling right below us, so we got after them. I think it was about 9 or 10 when that one started firing off real good. Shoot, we messed around with those two. We kind of chased them around the side of the mountain all morning, it seemed like. We were just non-stop calling back and forth, trying to get them to come in. But at that, like I said, 10 or 11, they kind of, you could tell that their bugles weren't getting any further away, and he was kind of in one spot. So we decided to stop and take a break and let him get settled in. We took a break and
Waited
went
on
in
the
their
wind.
beds, it seemed like, because there was just piss and crap everywhere, and you could just tell it was elky. But we took a lunch break, had some lunch, waited them out. They were above us, still screaming. I think it was about 1 o'clock. We started to make the slip, try to get around and up above them with the wind in our favor and coming down on them. And that's what happened. We got to it. We got within 100 and decided to keep pressing forward.
Rather than calling.
Yeah, learned our lesson. If you're in 100 yards next time, we're just going to try to call it in.
While you have the wind in your favor, you better call, because it's not going to be in your favor very long.
Not in Colorado. So we got slipped in, as you saw, to about 50 or 60 yards. Wind swirled, a few cows got a whiff and busted out and took the bull with him. But it was exciting. I enjoyed it. It was a fun experience that day. It kind of sucked because that was our only chance, because we were so far deep and we had to get back home. We knew that was about our only day to kill anything.
Yeah. We just had a little taste of what was awesome.
It's sucked into our blood now. So I think we quit messing with that one around 3, and we got some water and kind of took a rest for a minute, and kind of decided we had to get back up the mountain to camp where our tents were. So we hiked back up there, and I think we were all dead. At least I was dead. Getting back up to camp, and it was either stay that night and try to hunt that morning, or just go ahead and start hiking back up to truck camp. And
9 miles from what I recall.
yeah,
We elected to do half that day, or that night.
We decided to pack up and start heading back, and we would have got back to the truck about 1 or 2, but about halfway back we were just dead. Like, we just fell over underneath some trees on the side of the trail and went to sleep. You tried eating, didn't you? And you couldn't even hold it down.
I cooked at Mountain House. And for the born and raised guys that eat Mountain House a lot, I feel for you, because I couldn't do it for 4 days. It was enough for me.
Yeah, I was.
Chuck still eats them every day for breakfast.
They're pretty good, but just over and over, I went looking at something else. But I was just exhausted, just completely exhausted. I didn't want to eat. So. But we got up that next morning and finished out and got back to truck camp where we had real food. I think we gorged out on everything we had. We cooked it all: steak, fajita, breakfast, burrito, brat thingy contraption. But that's what happened. We packed up and decided to come home. I think it was a great trip. I was expecting, I think I met my expectations. I mean, I didn't figure we'd all get one, but I figured we'd at least get on one. You know, I was hoping just to at least talk with them, and we got to do that. So, like Taylor said, we just got the taste. Now we're hooked. So.
It's kind of like when you first start turkey hunting and you get a turkey in real close and it gobbles and it shakes you, which it still does that now, but you get a bull within 100 yards
and he's screaming
at you. It's awesome.
Pretty awesome. So we're planning right now, actually, for this 2021 trip. I'm gonna apply for New Mexico, see how that goes. Highly doubtful, but we'll probably try to draw in Colorado this year to eliminate some of the over-the-counter pressure that we endured. We didn't run into anybody really out in the woods.
Well, we didn't until we got in the elk, and then we started.
Yeah, in the elk, and then there was a few people. But it was worth it. There was plenty there. I think if we could have been there another day or two, at least had a few days to know that we still had a few days to pack out.
And one thing I think I learned too, and it shouldn't have been something I learned, but it's not like, you know, here we hunt whitetails and there's deer everywhere. Well, elk are a herd animal, which we knew that, but you don't, if you're not on elk, you better move, because they're not going to be walking through the woods here in just a few minutes. You know, you need to move to a different area and find them.
Like we thought we were on sign, but there was some that were weeks old, there were some that were days old, but it
Yeah,
was
we
just
didn't know fresh sign until we found it.
Yeah, and then when we found it, you know fresh sign when you find it. When you're in the elk, like they say, you're in it, and you know you're in it. So we were like on day 3, we were about to jump ship and go to a whole new unit, find everything. But like I said, we got a little bit of info, and we decided why leave elk when we know there's some there. Obviously, they're pecking meat out, and as you saw, they were back there. But anyway, we're getting geared up, and should be good for this year. See what happens. Get back after it.
We'll see where the drawing takes us.
Yeah, where the draw takes us.
More than likely Colorado again.
But
and we might have pack goats this year. We'll have pack something, some kind of pack animal.
Yeah.
They said don't hunt that unit without horses, and now I believe them, because it was.
Unless you're a Special Force Marines like the guys that were packing meat out.
Yeah, thanks James from
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Thanks for the info, but we're not as manly as you.
No.
Sorry. You got anything?
I got
It was a
nothing.
good trip.
Oh yeah.
We had fun.
We'll be
We
back.
fixed the truck
Not
a couple
there.
times.
Yeah. New alternator.
You know, just
You
a
know.
normal road trip.
5
thing.
cans of squirt grease.
But it was a good time. We hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, just a bunch of guys goofing off with the camera in the woods. So anyway, check us later. Check later.
Check you later.